Let's go to the 80 meters and check how it actually works, if it's good or not. Hit. 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 No matter what I do to it, if it's on HPA, it's never gonna work apparently. Disclaimer. I am not an airsoft technician and I do not do this for work as my professions. I do this as my hobby and purely for fun to test new equipment. I do have a lot of airsoft knowledge about airsoft and I'm trying to learn everything I can. But take everything with a grain of salt that you learn from this video and think for yourself and make up your mind if you think I'm right or wrong. Thank you for watching. Okay, hello, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be testing the Maxx in the MWS and the Maxx MWS. Today we are starting this whole test and doing this thing now, the process making it public. I wasn't planning on doing this yet because it's not ready. I want to learn everything about something before I start doing it now, since I want to change up and level up my content a little. But when that is said, this Maxx Hub unit you are seeing in this video is not the final Maxx Hub unit you'll be getting. This is not the public version. I have been through a lot of different versions, a lot of different scrap versions, a lot of things we have to test to make sure it's perfect for when it comes to you. This version you are seeing is the one that is doing the final changes to, and then you're getting the real version. The version I'm testing right now, we were testing very tight tolerances to make sure if it will help with different things. And you are seeing in the video, having extremely tight tolerances is not always the best option, since some buckings will just not work in the hopper. But don't be fooled. In this video you will see me have up to 80 meters of range at 1.4 joule. Also, talking about range, it's very important for you guys or girls to listen to me when I say this. I am not a good shooter. I am not an efficient shooter. I don't know any shooting techniques, how to keep my airsoft replicas or real guns for that fact steady. So when I'm shooting, the red dots are not always sighted in. Well, in this video it wasn't because I forgot. And there was the holographic I used, the UH1 wasn't sighted in. The gun, I don't know how to hold it properly, so I shake a lot. I'm not used to GBBRs. So there's a lot of factors that comes into accuracy in this video. It's not like testing HPA where I just shoot pew 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 and nothing moves. In this, everything moves, and each time I need to reposition myself, and I'm not used to that. So when you look at this video and you see sometimes I shoot hit, and then I miss a few times, it's because I am not used to GBBR. So take in consideration of the skill of the shooter, which in this case is me and is not perfect. And when we talk about the 80 meters in the video, I have tested on Google Maps, it's 81 meters, and I have used rangefinders to check. And within the era of Google Maps and rangefinders, I would say this is between 75 to 80 meters, the longest distances we are shooting in this video. So when all this said, remember that skill of the shooter, it's not the final version of the hop-up unit, and the distance of 80 meters is between 75 to 80 something meters. Get a mug of beer or energy drinks and a bunch of popcorn, because this video is going to be very long. I'm not cutting a lot. Everything is going to be super freaking detailed, and I promise to show you everything I can. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. There's probably going to be timestamps, maybe not. We'll see. So now we come to the install part of the video. I assume you already know a little bit about GBRs, otherwise this is a very tough subject. This is the stock hop-up unit and the stock adjuster I have taken off, and I've taken the freedom to already uninstall everything from the barrel. This is the stock barrel. I'm going to be using the stock barrel since it makes the most sense. I'm not trying to make the most expensive build. I'm trying to make one of the most efficient builds as possible. I will be changing out this barrel since it's tiny. It's a tiny barrel. I'm changing out to the Maple Leaf 170. Just to go over quick upgrades, I've upgraded the spring to a 110% buffer spring from Angry Gun. I have upgraded the nozzle, the complete set from Angry Gun also. This is the set. It's been quite good. I need an end pass when I want to run it on HPA. I am running the MWS DBBR with an HPA adapter. This I have gotten from CM Airsoft. Check them out if you want to. They have some really cool shit. They actually have insanely good prices. This is how it looks. CM Airsoft. It's kind of nice. He's also been the dude, the guy who runs it, has also been the person who helps me a lot with GBBR stuff when I have questions, since he does upgrade builds for GBBRs. So here we have the fully upgraded nozzle thing. We have the recoil spring obviously in the gun, you cannot see that. And let's try to install everything. So with the test, I'll be using the Maxx hop-up adjuster in the MWS. This is how it looks. It's kind of cool. Let's see here. It has some O-rings. Like, the question is this better than the stock one? Depends. I think just because of this, you have the part where you can adjust and you're like, oh my god, it's only 10. Well, technically there's more than 10. Let me show you. So where you go here, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. So ideally there's 20. This is a very clicky system, which means that it's never gonna move when it's in the gun. You can also tighten it. Sorry, this part is full of grease now because of how I've greased up the gun. So I'm gonna be using the adjuster. Then we have the Maxx hop-up. This is where they're changing up a little bit. As you can see, this is a 1-part hop-up unit. You're like, what does a 1-part hop-up unit mean? Well, the stock hop-up unit, I will show you here. Well, oops, you see it took apart? That's a 1-part. The stock up hop-up unit has a 2-part system. You put it together like this. Sorry, it's super hard to do all this on camera, not watching it like real life. Yeah, and then you take a little, like this for example, and around here, boom, then it's tight. This is the stock hop-up unit. Obviously there's a stock hop-up adjuster. How does it look, you may ask? Maybe it's important I showed in the video, so I will. It's here. This is not clicky at all. So ideally it can move when it's in a gun. So Maxx improved on that part. Okay, well now when you know how they look, let's install it. I have a gameplay day where I'm using the stock bucking. You're like, what is the stock bucking that come with a Tokamaruri MWS? I don't know what stock bucking this is. I don't know what it's called. I will call it the Tokamaruri MWS bucking for the sake of the video. So this is important, this is installed correctly. As you can see, the VR barrels are different. They are not the same as everyone else. It's cut out here, a groove. But let's install it. There's still the same guide here and the guide in here. Guide is right here, as you can see down here. Let me see it in real time. It's very difficult to see on camera. There you see here. Let's push it on. There we go. Not pushed on too hard. You see here. Okay, before we start this, I want to tell you this, since you guys are rushing this video, this is not the final version that you are getting. You are getting a different version than this, because this version doesn't fit every single bucking, it doesn't fit everything. This is a demo version I have. I have gotten 3 different versions and we're testing different variations. This was the very first variation way back. This is a 3rd variation and you guys are gonna get a bigger variation. It has a bigger diameter inside so all the buckings fit. As you will see later in the video, not everything works in this because it's so tight tolerances. As you can see here, there's this guide thing. I don't know what you call it, a guide. What would you call it on a GVR bucking? I call it the guide part. You slide it in. This is very important that you are careful. You don't smash the bucking. I tend to like to hold on the bucking here. So I can push it in. And now, you see here, you push it in without smashing anything. It's a little bit tight because it is Maxx after all. Does this align up properly? Let's see. This lines up perfectly. Then you have the locking mechanism. As you see here, there's grooves in the side and grooves in the side. There's grooves here. If the bucking is not installed correctly, or it's too tight, or this cannot get in, it means the bucking is, the hop-up unit is not pushed in properly. As you can see, this slides in perfectly. The hop-up, you cannot squish it too far ahead, then this doesn't fit on the locking mechanism doesn't fit on. Then we want to have two more parts on top of this. We have the lock here. This is when you use it to tighten it. It's like a what would you call this part? It probably has a very fancy word, but this is so it keeps everything tight. And then we take this, which is how you tighten it, because with the normal stock hopper unit, you tighten this with this. Remember, you keep it together with this. So this will obviously keep it more consistent. This is important. You don't put on with a lot of force. This when you screw it on. If you have to screw it on with a lot of force, it means that the things are not installed correctly. Let's see here. There we go. Nice. You're like, okay, what knob? Is this done? No. There's a reason why I have this. So now we take this here. We want to install this on the front. Now we need a hop up arm and a knob. I chose from my testing with the stock bucking, this works really well. So when you get it, there's not these things in it. You see here? Boom. So when you get it, there's a choice. So I've tested this a lot. There's two different of these ones. There's one without a hole and one with a hole. The one with a hole is way softer than the one without. So you can install this two ways. Is the correct way? Definitely. So I like to take this, the one with a hole, without a hole, I like to put it in first and put it towards here, because that means if you put this first, you need less hop because it's way harder. Then I put this here because this hopper arm pushes down like this. And it's better, it pushes on the soft knob first so you can get a finer adjustment. As you see here, you want a finer adjustment, because if it's like this first, this is gonna be the and you're never gonna reach this over here. So that means that when you put on very little hop, it has a lot of hop on. Now we install it in the hop unit, you see here. Yep. Then we have something extremely finicky and kinda annoying, but that's the way it's designed. This is the spring for the hop up knob cage. As you see down here. Now you see here, there's a small thing down there, small hole. That's where this goes. It's in. Then there's a good trick to hold it like this. In the middle, when you want to install it, you're like, why? Well, there's a small groove here. That's where it goes. There we go. We got it in. Now we have what keeps everything together. This is a small screw, as you see here. It's important that you align everything correctly in here. I've done it a million times now by testing, as you'll see later in the video. A little screwdriver, it's very important. It's tiny. Don't over tighten anything. Make sure it doesn't protrude out. You don't want it to go outside here. There we go. It's a little bit inside. Now, when you put on hop, it's perfect. You see, it also engages the last. What I don't know what you call it, like the pad it pushes. Maybe you guys can explain in the comment. I'm very good with installing, doing tech work, but I'm very bad with the names of the things. That's how it looks. Let's see, can you see inside here? Now we want to install the hop-up adjuster. You're like, where does the hop-up adjuster go? So the hop-up adjuster goes in here. There's a little screw here you need to release to get the stock hop-up adjuster out. It's actually fairly easy. You have the hop-up adjuster here from Maxx. You take this, screw out. Make sure this is on 0 when you install it. You take here, you slide it down, boom. Now it's all the way. Make sure it's pushed all the way up. Hold the finger. That's how I do it. Then you take the screw. Everything is very small in this. That's something I've learned from DBBRs. I'm used to just smashing everything, tightening everything, super hard tolerances in my HPA stuff. You don't want super hard tolerances in DBBRs because things are moving, which means that there needs to be more room for error. And if there's more room for error, things are not gonna be messed up. You're like, should I over tighten it? No. There we go. It's perfectly tight. There you go. It's in. Here you go. Now you're like, okay, how do we install the rest? Well, here comes the outer barrel. This is a DBBR system, and this is DBBR outer barrels only. So this is the little groove for the hub unit. You take it like this, put it in. Oh, you can see this is tiny. So one of the best upgrades you should do is a max hop-up unit probably, and a new barrel. There you go. This fits perfectly snug. Now we want to install this. So as you see here, this is going a little bit down. It's very important you push it a little bit up when you install it. So when you put it in here, I will show you guys. Okay, now you can see here it's in. Then we take this. So now we push it in. You see here, you push this little thing down. This is important that you want to push this down when installing it. Okay, as you can see now, it's fully installed and it's under. It's important it's under and doesn't go on top, because if it goes on top, it's not gonna work obviously. And when you're gonna cycle the gun, you're gonna probably break something inside of it. So when you're testing stuff, I wouldn't tighten this super freaking tight. I will do that test first, and then when you're fully done, I will tighten this as much as possible can without breaking anything, because it is GBR, so it will be moving or like getting loose at some point. Now we take the nozzle. First we take this here in the upper. That's the easiest way for me. Then you take the nozzle. You see here there's a little guide on top. You take the nozzle, you put it in, boom. There we go. Now everything is installed. Now you know how to install it. It's the same how to remove it and install it. Anyways, remember, buffer tube spring, new nozzle system, and to run it on HPA, we had to use this to get an in pass. Let's move on to the testing and let's see what you guys think. By the way, very important fact before we start this video. When I did the range test and shooting test, the things I just explained you, I didn't already know everything about. So I didn't know why some of the things didn't work. But later on, because I work closely with Max to explain me, we are testing all of these different measurements to see if it works. So if you see me being annoyed why things don't work, that's why. Okay, so we're at the field now. We're at a different field this time. We're at it's called SOF Hardball. We're at this field now because we're gonna testing my DBBRs, and we're gonna be testing at this range. There's an actual range where you can hear the dings and stuff. It goes to 65 meters. When we tested at 65 meters, I'm gonna set up a range here, all the way down here, like long down, and we're gonna be shooting at 80 meters or something. We're gonna be testing the Maxx MWS and the Maxx MWS. We're gonna be using different buckings. We're gonna be using stock bucking. We're gonna be using Quantum, and we're going to be using Flamingo. These three and stock bucking, and then max hop-up unit. There's two versions. There's the one with a hop adjuster and hop up, and then there's a hop up. Just a hop-up unit without the adjuster. We're going to be testing the one without adjuster in the Maxx. And then we're going to be using the one with adjuster in the Tokyo Marui. I already had a game day on Sunday, and the Tokyo Marui that I'm using with stock bucking, stock barrel, but max hop-up unit and adjuster, she was absolutely amazing. So this is the Tokyo Marui. This is fully upgraded with everything. I'm gonna go over this in the video. In the earlier video, you already see me go over it. It has everything you can upgrade except the barrel. We have HPA adapter in it, because HPA adapter for testing, then we have consistent joules and FPS, or whatever you want to call it. And when we're doing real testing, it's very important that it's not dropping, because normal gas mags, I shoot and the FPS, a joule, just keeps going down and down and down. That is not good, and we don't want that. So yes, let's get to the testing with the different buckings, the different hop-up units and everything. Let's see how it turns out. I know people don't really like ads and people think it's annoying, but I want to say I got this to a really freaking good price with a bunch of extra stuff from Handelshuset in Denmark, Handelshuset in Aulum, and I got this for a really good price, the Tokyo Marui, so go support their website or the shop in general. And I will be using 0.40 gram Nimrod BBs. You might be like, oh, we hate ads, but like this is what I'll be using, 0.40 gram. And let's go chrono and see how the replica works, if it's good or not. Right now, we're gonna be testing stock bucking. We're gonna be testing max hop-up and max hop-up adjuster. Currently, as you can see here, we need to remove this actually. Currently, the hop-up, I don't know if you can see in here. Hopefully you can see that on the camera I have on my head. It's set to around 5-ish. Let's test how high the joules are. We're using 0.40s. Okay, so I'm actually in love with this replica. It shoots so freaking well. Like, I'm actually sad. Like, I've always been a GBBR hater, but I played all day yesterday and I've never had as much fun as I did. Like, that is honestly the legit. That's the truth. Let's see here. 142, 141, 135, 135, 135. Okay. So it's a little bit jumpy, but it's a gas. It has an end pass in it. It has a new nozzle system. It has everything you can upgrade. As you can see here now, the first one is 10 meters. The very first one, I don't know, I'm not going to shoot that makes no sense. 10 meters, 20 meters, blah, blah, blah. The last one here is 65 meters. I will go up here later, all the way up to the tires up here, as you can see there. That is 80 meters, but the winning setup of all the buckings, I will be shooting at 80 meters. Obviously, it makes no sense like to shoot with this or with every single one at 80 meters because, you know, like just take the best one and see what's up. Let's take some shots here. So I had a whole game day yesterday and I was very happy. It's it's nice. So I'm hitting every shot on everything. Like I swear to God, this gun is as accurate as my MTW. Sometimes this feels more accurate. The first shots on this feels more accurate. I cannot shoot as hard because the barrel in this is tiny. I have to upgrade the barrel for a longer barrel for higher joules because 1.4 joules is not enough when I can shoot 1.7 in Denmark. Now let's shoot the last one, 65 meters. Obviously I have like here, so I can have a good fast, like I can have a good grip, you know, I have here, let's show you. A good grip. Okay, as you can see, 65 meters is insanely easy actually. I was hitting a lot around the thing, but each time I shoot, I need to find it back again, and this is not entirely sighted in. It was sighted in, so when I have a mesh mask on and everything, I can see. But each time I shoot, I have to find out where I have to aim. But 65 meters is like it's so easy to hit. I'm shooting 1.4, do remember that, with 0.40. Like it's actually, it's way too accurate. I love it. Ding! Let's test the other buckings. Not gonna lie, I mean this with respect for everyone. I don't feel like taking this apart because it's shooting so good. I don't want to ruin anything. But let's take this beast apart and let's see what we can get out of it. So I am going to I'm going to try the quantum bucking now. First, we need to chrono it. I have turned up the hop to the same as it was before. Okay, let's see here. Okay, it feels like it's hopping more on 2 than it did before. Maybe the quantum bucking hops better. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how it felt more sluggish though. It felt way more sluggish. It didn't feel like it had as much power. Let's see. 139. 139. 132. 12. 135. 1. 14. 142. 0.5. 0.6. 0.75. 0.76. Oh, that's weird. Huh. Let's see here. The nozzle gets kind of stuck. Huh. Let's go in and take it apart real quick to see what's up. Okay, so I have taken out the bucking for UAD bucking a lot of times now, this one, and quantum bucking. And this is how I've installed it a lot of times and tried a lot of different things. No matter what I do, it's like this. I think the lips are too big. It doesn't fit in the Maxx hop-up unit, so no. We couldn't get the quantum bucking to work. It's like it's too big for some reason for the Maxx hop-up unit. No matter what I tried, it doesn't fit. Maybe it needs a different barrel. Maybe it needs like it doesn't work. It doesn't work in my setup. I get super sticky nozzle. Is that what you call it? Like I have to pull like really hard for the nozzle to get out. So now we're using the Flamingo bucking. Let's see how that works. It feels really good. Right now the hop is at 0. Let's put it a little bit up. Let's put it at what it was before. Let's see here. 1.5, 2-ish. Let's see how this turns out. We have to chrono, obviously. Damn, that overhops a lot. By a lot. By a lot. Like a lot overhop. Huh, still overhops. Okay, so with Flamingo it shoots 1.6, but with Flamingo it's overhopping like crazy. Maybe it needs a different knob. Right now I'm using a soft bucking, like the soft square knob from Maxx. I will try to change it out and see if I can get better results, because right now, let me show you how it works. Flamingo bucking test, or how it doesn't work actually. it actually doesn't work. It's just overhopping like crazy at 0, by the way. So let's try it with a different knob, I guess. Okay, so we changed it. We changed the knob. We're still using the Flamingo. We changed it to a Omega-ish knob. It's like the round tube. Hopefully it's bueno. Let's see here. Omega knob. It's still too much hop. Okay, so far we tested the Flamingo in the Maxx. I tested with this hop-up unit, and I've tested with the Maxx hop-up unit, and this, it's called the square knob. It's square knob like this, you can see. It's very soft, but it overhops on the Flamingo. This one, this is the Flamingo. This is the Flamingo. And it overhops. I've also tried it with the round circle tube thing. It also overhops with that. The Flamingo is more consistent in joules. It's higher joules. The stock bucking is 1.4 joule, as you saw, and the Flamingo is 1.65, 1.65, 1.65, 1.63, 1.65. The Flamingo is way more consistent. Then, so far of my finding is the Quantum. I cannot get it to work at all in the hop-up unit. Like, it doesn't work. It is the DBBR bucking, just so you're sure. For some reason, it doesn't feed at all. The bolt cannot cycle, as I already showed you. So let's keep figuring out what's going on, what we need to check here. I think I'm going to check the stock hop-up unit now and compare to these things, to these findings. Right now, the best setup I have is with the stock bucking, which is working absolutely wonders. So let's test the stock hop-up unit. Okay, now we are at complete stock setup. Stock bucking, stock knob, stock everything. Let's see how it shoots. I just shot a few shots. I need to put way more hop on now. And the worst part about the stock hop-up unit is that it's super annoying to adjust. It's not just as easy to adjust. So the stock everything here. Let's see. Okay, more hop for sure. Let's see if this is better. It's getting better, but stock, I don't think stock can lift 0.40s, honestly. I think 0.40s is way too much for stock, so yeah. Let's see a little bit more hop. A little bit more, maybe. Okay, so stock hop-up units now. Stock bucking, stock everything. It's not shooting great with 0.40s, but let me show you guys. You can see here everything. So there's a lot of angles, and obviously I have like, let's try this angle here. Let's see here. Yeah, obviously that's better. Let's see how it shoots. Yeah, we're shooting at all the different versions, obviously. Let's check how it chronos real quick also. 164, 162, 165, 165, 165, 169, 164. So stock hop-up unit with stock bucking shoots harder than the Maxx with stock bucking and the square knob, but the square knob and Maxx shoots longer. Let's see here at 65. Okay, so you can see how it shoots. When I shoot with this setup, I need to aim way higher. Do you understand? I need to lob my BBs with 0.40 gram BBs. It shoots harder for some reason, but I need more hop to be able to shoot longer. I'm max hop right now, and it can barely lift the 0.40s. I need to aim down at 65 meters. So yeah. Let's try with the other two buttons and see how it works in the stock. Okay, we are now testing stock hop-up unit with stock knob and flamingo. Let's see how this works, if it's good, if it's bad. I definitely need some hop on already, I know that. Before, it couldn't lift 0.40 very well. You could see I could hit 65, but I needed a lot of hop. Okay, now we have a lot of hop on. Let's see if it's too much or too little. Let's see how it shoots first, and then we chrono. Okay, need more hop. So far, Maxx is the only one that's efficiently lifting 0.40 gram BBs. Like, nothing comes close to Maxx so far in lifting the BBs. Let's see. Okay, this is really good. I like this. Okay, let's see. We're testing now the 0.40 Flamingo stock hop-up unit and stock knob. Let's see how it chronos. 175, 171, 174, 167, 173. Let's see. Oh. Let's see in the end, the 65 meters. It is recording, right? Yeah. Okay, 65 meters, we can hit it, but as you can see, it doesn't seem as consistent. This is the hardest setup. This is the one that shoots the hardest so far. We are all running the same PSI. The same PSI and all of it is 130-ish PSI because I have a tiny barrel in it. So far, this is the one that shoots the hardest, 1.71 joule. Let's go check with the quantum bucking and the quantum knob. So now we're using the stock hop-up unit. We're using the quantum bucking and the quantum knob. There's no sticky nozzle with the quantum bucking in the stock hop-up unit. The quantum fits perfect. Let's try to shoot. Let's fill some BBs in to make sure there's a BBs. Sponsored by Nimrod, by the way. Maxx and Handelshuset Alum. Yep. Let's shoot first. I'm sure I need to turn up the hop-up unit, obviously. So let's see first. Yeah. Hop-up unit not engaged. Nej. Again. Okay, maybe quantum just doesn't work. I'll try to turn off the bucking. I get nothing. Like, look here. Like this. It's way too, like, this not gonna work. I can try. Let's see here. That's not gonna work. We have turned up the hop unit a little bit. Let's see. Huh. Why does it work? I don't understand. Why is it random like this? 158, 157, 159, 162, 16, 161, 156. Okay, let's check. Let's see here. Can you shoot all the way down, or do we need more hop? This is actually the first bucking that's on par with the Maxx hop-up unit with stock. That's kind of interesting. Let's test. Let's see. Quantum knob, quantum bucking, stock hop-up unit. Let's shoot at 65 meters. I found a way I can push it into the table so it's easier, so I hold it still. Okay. There you can see how it shoots. I don't know, it's very hard. Like, this is the first setup I feel like that's actually on par with the stock bucking and the Maxx. This have kinda the same range, not quite, but I feel like it's not as, it shoots harder. Like, this has 0.1 joule more, 0.15 joule more. I will check the numbers when I come home in power. But it doesn't lift the BB as efficiently. Like, the BB line is not quite the same. I know I'm sitting here and I'm supposed to only share like numbers and like look at how it flies, make up your own mind. But like, so far it kind of feels to me. By the way, I don't make money from Maxx. They just send me stuff to be like, yo, this is shit, please fix something, or like, this is good, please fix it, or don't fix it, or whatever, right? So this is what this is all about. So far the two best setups is quantum for UAD, for QAD, or whatever the fuck it's called. Orange bucking, orange knob, stock hop-up unit. And best setup in the Maxx is the stock bucking, Maxx hop-up unit, and adjuster. So I need to find out what I'm gonna do now, because these can clearly both hit. Let's see if this one can hit 80 meters actually. In fact, let's check if it can hit 80 meters. So now let's turn on the... This is 80 meters quantum bucking. Let's see here if we can actually legitimately... I need to move the camera. 80 meters. Everyone, 80 freaking meters. Don't tell me I never push the things to the limit. It's just a shame my camera work is such a mess. Okay, let's see here. 80 meters. I hit it. I didn't hit it. I 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 hit it. Okay, so 80 meters, no issue for a DBBR apparently, with quantum bucking at 1.6 joule. I have to aim up a little bit. I could turn on more hop, but this is obviously a inhumane long way to shoot. And when I'm aiming over, when I'm looking at the red dot, I'm only leading, like from here, I'm maybe leading 2 meters above it. So that's kind of insane. At 80 meters, hitting. Now let's check with my favorite setup, the Maxx and the stock bucking. Okay, now we have the stock bucking back in the Maxx hop-up unit. Let's see how it will do. I will just chrono it real quick and then shoot real quick, and then we will shoot at 80 meters also, so we can compare the two good setups I have used so far. 149, 158, 155, 153. Okay, so 155, 153. The quantum setup in the stock hop-up unit is 0.08 joules higher. Let's go to the 80 meters and check how it actually works, if it's good or not. I hope so. Sadly, it's not as little wind as it was before. It's starting to be a little bit more windy, but let's see how we can get this working. If it's good or if it's bad. Let's see, 80 meters. I cannot see where my BB is flying anymore because of the sun. Hit. 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 Miss. 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 Hit. Miss. Hit. 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 Miss. Hit. Okay. So I guess like the Maxx and the 4UAD, like the Maxx hop unit with stock bucking and 4UAD with a stock hop up unit, kind of seems to shoot the same actually. I can get way more hop on the Maxx. Like I can shoot a 0.50 in this, no issues. In the 4UAD, I wouldn't be able to as well, I guess, because I was close to Maxx on the stock hop up unit. So yeah, let's test the Noveska and see what's up. I'm not gonna film everything. Like with the Noveska, I'm not gonna film all the different setups I'm gonna test. I'm just gonna show the best setup that I find out, because I've had a lot of issues with the Noveska. So let's see what happens and how it turns out. Maxx the same way. This is the Maxx hop-up unit stock bucking. Let's see, at 65 meters. Camera is recording. Oh. Hit, hit, miss, hit, miss, hit. As you can see, I am hitting with pretty much every single shot, except when I say hit, then I need to find the position again. So great success. Let's see how it turns out with the Noveska. So I'm supposed to test the Noveska also this. No matter what I do to it, if it's on HPA, it's never gonna work apparently. Let's see here. No matter what I do. I changed the nozzle, I changed everything to check. Let's try with gas max to see if that actually works. 2 Tokimaruri gas max, because the normal max it comes with is just not good. Okay, so it works well with gas max. HPA on the Noveska is just not good, so I'm gonna try to test a little bit with gas max, but I don't have as much gas with me, so let's see what we can do, if we can do some magic. Okay, we filled the mag with a bunch of BBs. A bunch, there cannot be a lot in these. Okay, we are testing completely stock Noveska. Let's see how it turns out. I have to use gas max because HPA does not work in it. Let's see here. Okay, we have a malfunction, I guess. There was a BB inside. Okay. Okay, let's see how hard it shoots. It's on gas, so we cannot really compare. 189, that's a lot higher. Doesn't shoot very far, that's for sure. This is complete stock setup. Don't I have it? This is the issue when you don't have like a thing you can screw on. It's kind of annoying. Well, it's very annoying. Okay, now we have hop on max. The max hop up we can have. It looked like there was BBs inside. Let's check. Nozzle is fine. Let's check nozzle. There was a BB inside the nozzle. Let me get something here. So we're using the special nozzle, fully upgraded with all the fancy shit. Doesn't work in a Noveske apparently. So let's take the just Noveske chill nozzle. No fancy shit, no anything. Let's use that and see how hard it shoots. It cycles. Good. Let's put in gas mag. There's obviously no gas in it now, I guess. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this in the video because this is cringe. Oy. Gas. There we go. Still recording. How hard does it shoot now with a not upgrade or anything nozzle? 134. It went from 1.9 to 134. Let's see here. Let me fill some freaking BBs in it. So let's fill some more gas so it's completely maxed the F out. I actually want to say, I already fixed all the stuff with e-bike. They sent me a completely new Noveske. This is completely new. Nothing's done to it. So nothing is done to this Noveske. It's actually completely new. It's one I got from e-bike. They sorted me out. I already made an update video and everything. I have a mag. Let's reload. Nothing is done to this. Okay, as you saw there, on the Noveske, everything stock. Yes, I can hit 65 meters actually. It's completely on max hop. There's no more space to give more hop. So 65 is the absolute limit, which is also good. But on the Tokimarui with the stock hop-up unit, 4U88 quad, whatever you say, the bucking, the orange bucking with that knob, we could get 80 meters in the Tokimarui MWS, and with the Maxx we would get 80 meters. This setup we're not getting 80 meters with, that's for sure. Let's test with the other hop-up units and see if it's better or not. So I'm not having any luck with the Noveske, but we are gonna try to install this now. This is only the hop-up unit, not the adjuster. You see, here is hop-up unit and adjuster. That's in the other one. This is the one we're just gonna install with the hop-up unit, because it looks like if you just change a little bit in this, it actually doesn't work. Okay, I'm gonna ask a very noob question, but is the hop unit supposed to be completely smothered? Look there. I've never seen this much lube. This is lube. This white shit right here, that's lube. There's lube everywhere. It's completely lubed in the Noveske. It is. Look at the barrel. Is that okay? I don't know. Okay, we have the stock bucking now. I've tried the Flamingo, didn't work very well. The Quantum didn't work very well in this. Like, nothing seems to work very well in the Noveske. We have the Maxx hop-up unit in now without the adjuster, just the stock, just the Maxx hop unit. You cannot see that. Let's test now how it shoots. I'm also gonna test if it works on HPA now with the Maxx hop unit, if it does any difference, but I highly doubt it. Let's see here if it works. Oh, let's see here. Oh. Well, hit 65. Hit 65. 65 hit. Okay, let's see. Does it work with HP or not? No, it doesn't work with them. Now it doesn't misfeed at least. Like it doesn't. But like this is the best I could get out of it. Let's go home and see all the results about everything, how everything turns out. I've tested everything. Tokamarui, stock hop-up unit, Flamingo, 4UAD, stock bucking, Maxx, Flamingo, stock bucking, and 4UAD. That's 6 setups. Then we tried this now with all of it, and on stock with stock hop-up unit, it cannot feed on HP. It literally just dies. It cannot shoot. Now it can shoot on HP, but I think I need a specific end pass to this. The end pass I have in there doesn't work in this properly. It just doesn't feed. No matter what I do, it doesn't want to do exactly what I want it to do. So this is the best result I can get. Let's see when I come home. Okay, let's talk about some data. I want to keep it as objective as possible because obviously I don't want people to think I'm swayed in one way or another because I'm testing things for Maxx. You saw the results for the Noveske MWS this, and you saw the results for the Tokamarui MWS. Both results kind of speak for themselves. I don't need to go that deep into it, what is actually best, since this Maxx hop-up unit for the MWS system is a alpha version or a testing version that we are developing. Obviously there's some things that doesn't work as it should, and there's some things that works absolutely amazing. As you can see in the Tokamarui MWS, the best by far was the stock hop-up bucking and the Maxx hop-up unit with the adjuster. Like nothing could compare to that. It was absolutely insane getting hits at 80 meters. In the Noveske, the best setup you could do was Maxx hop-up unit and stock bucking, or just stock hop-up unit with stock bucking. Those things were kind of close. It was kind of difficult. I felt like, it looks like from the video, if you go back and see it, the stock hop-up bucking and stock hop-up works best in Noveske. As you have seen in the video, when you change things with the Noveske, it doesn't work as well. It's like it's supposed to be kept fully stock. When you change stuff with the Tokamarui, it's just better. It has the in pass, it has the recoil spring, the Maxx hop unit, the Maxx adjuster, and it just shoots like a freaking dream. There's a gameplay coming soon you're gonna be able to see, which is just amazing. It shoots really freaking good. Like there's nothing to talk about in that. It's just good. I'm happy with the performance out of it. 80 meters at 1.4 joules is absolutely amazing. So there's nothing to say about that. I'm going to take everything with a grain of salt that you've seen in the video, grain of sugar, whatever you want to say. Everything is done by me testing. I shake my hands. I've always been a very shaky person. The red dot wasn't sighted fully in. It was a little bit windy during the day, so it wasn't the best circumstances, and it's me testing it. So remember that. That's the human factor of testing. So when something doesn't shoot as great, it could be because all of me. Anyways, remember, this is not the unit you are getting. So the unit you're getting is going to be different. And to everyone who knows or liked the video, there's going to be a part 2. It's not going to be as long, as in depth as this, but I'm going to just test with a bunch of buggings to see what works, because the new one, everything should work in properly. Because as we saw, conclusion, Flamingo shoots the hardest out of all of it. It's 1.7 joule. Stock bucking is 1.4. 4UAD is 1.6. So it's in the middle of everything. The two best setups we could build for the Tokamarui was the Maxx hop-up unit with stock bucking and adjuster, or the stock hop-up unit with 4UAD bucking and knob. Those two were hands down, nothing could compare to it. Both could get hits at 80 meters, which was freaking crazy. So I cried a little bit inside when I saw it. I'm like, oh my god, it's insane. It's so good. It makes my MTW look like, well, let's not talk about that. That's not what this is about. Anyways, I am a GBBR lover from now on. Conclusion is, this is the test phase of me testing all these hop-up units. You guys wanted to see it, so now you guys came in over to see how it is when I test all of these things. Usually I don't show before it's actually ready to be shown, because the results could be skewed towards bad or good or whatever if the unit or the product is not fully finished. Anyways, I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope everyone liked this. I hope everyone found this video kinda insightful. You learned something about it. You got something out of it. If you did, remember to leave a like, leave a comment, write in the comment what you think about it. Remember to subscribe to the channel. You can become a channel member if you want to. Oh, Kaslab, don't beg for money. Hey, if you want to support the channel, do it. If you don't want to, don't do it. It's fine. You're leaving a comment saying, hey, you're begging for subscriptions. This is the YouTube game. Do you have a YouTube channel? No, you don't. So shut the fuck up, man. It's fucking stupid. Anyways, I love this shit. I'm happy you guys watched, and get ready for part 2. I love you all, and peace.